happen here in Game 2 on Detroit. This should be a fun one.
I'm very excited. I hope it'll be close. I hope we'll still see some crazy stuff, but honestly, you really don't know. Again, if you miss it, Aqua pulling out the sniper rifle on a hard point.
Yeah.
Pretty much half of his kills were with the sniper rifle.
At least, I gotta think.
Didn't have the best of games, but nonetheless, on the hills where he was sniping, it was pretty effective. So they might have practiced some weird things, and again, in S&D, anything can happen. And you know, you got that core 3 from TR a long time back. We know these guys have chemistry. Of course, Parasite and S&D, I think recently, actually, Epsilon has been struggling. Even Parasite back in Season 3 playoffs had like, you know, one of the bottom 5 KDs at the event. But again, if they practice it, if they can come back, they're going to need to win the S&Ds anyway. Now's the time.
All right, well, we are getting ready to hop into game number 2. I'm going to kick things off with Hook just because he had such an explosive game number 1, controlled from start to finish. We'll see. It looks like he's going to be aggressive. Try and push towards B here early in the backside. He's going to catch one. Might be able to catch a second here out front, right steps, but wisely go. I was going to say wisely takes his time, but he just goes and crushes. Let's see, as he is currently working on the ace. He's actually wrapping in behind one of your chances as well.
Yeah, if they're going to play like this, pretty sure Denial's going to be able to win. They're looking pretty good. Well, pretty much if Hugh plays like this, they're going to be able to win. Of course, Remy able to pick up that kill on Slasher, but he runs into Hugh. Hugh was able to pick up 3 that round, and also did not see any abnormal things coming out. Just normal 1 sniper rifle for, you know, each team, and then the rest battles in an ASM-1. So everything just kind of makes sense. But again, if Hugh is able to just sprint through mid-map and pick up every kill he needs to, Denial's going to be in awesome shape.
I mean, he was a second from probably actually having the ace there just because he was coming behind that player inside of school right before his teammate cleaned him up. I want to stay with him just because he's 3-0, but we will hop over to the offense. Let's see, is anyone going to be sniping? What do you know? It's going to be Aqua kicking things off. Let's see if he can get a pick on the cross. Saw one for just a second. That was Hook, not able to hit the shot. But look, we got some aggressive play here. I think Hook's going to be pushing on the offensive side as well. He is showing no respect to the side of Epsilon right now.
No, not at all, and he definitely did get spotted, but no one right now for Epsilon going to be in position to pick him off. And nonetheless, the aggression did come in from Denial. They were able to push out that school spawn, get into pit, and now you can see that bomb got stopped. As soon as Aqua calls out, hey, 3 crossed, Remy with the bomb basically has to be stationary and wait for a pick to come in. So Denial going to use the aggression to their favor. Now Classic pushing up mid-map, not actually going to be able to clean up that kill, but nonetheless escapes with his life, turns into Garage. Thought he was going to win the gunfight right away.
Is his Val shooting slower than everyone else's? Like, I feel like he should have been able to get both of those kills there. That would have been bombed down in not the best position there. That probably would have been the round. But let's see if they are able to hold it off here. They've already got a big offensive win, which can be huge on Detroit. There it is. Classic able to pick up 4. There is 1 mid-tree as well. It's going to clean him out. Going to switch over to a bomb carrier, Parasite here. He snags 1 as well. We're going to have a 2v2 here. 25 seconds on the clock, though.
That should have been an easy round 1 for Denial, and well, it might be the case as well. Aqua not able to win that gunfight. Well, I'm pretty sure that was Slasher that shut him down right away. But nonetheless, Epsilon did make it interesting towards the end. Classic for a while seemed like he wasn't going to be able to finish, but he was able to pull that off. And excuse me, that was actually 10th who was able to get that final kill. But 3-0 for him. Hugh didn't get a kill that round, but he didn't need to because they are just taking turns getting near aces.
Yeah, and I mean, the big thing, though, is trying to get those offensive rounds. And Hook having that big 3K on the first offensive round for them is going to be massive. I'm going to start with him as well, just because he got so aggressive there mid-street. And that is the opposite of aggressive.
Well, at least for the time being, you never know with Yuki. He is going to be watching the cross, and it doesn't look like anybody's going to be doing that because everyone for Epsilon is at A. Classic, of course, is going to be there with the bomb as well, and he won that gunfight, shutting down the aggression. Slasher able to come on the flank, picks up a second because everyone for Epsilon right there was going to be focused on that yellow streak because that's where Classic got his kill, of course. Classic going to get caught in mid-map attempt, going to make sure he gets that trade, and well, that leaves Aqua in a 1 versus 3. Of course, the bomb is down, but that is a tough situation to be in. Somehow wins that gunfight. Temp not able to escape. The ASM one shot is real from Aqua, but still they know exactly where he is. These players are going to be on the hunt.
Yeah, he's treated like a sniper right now. Incredible stuff from Aqua. Going down 3-0, and this will be brutal after the game 1 loss. He's got to clutch this up. Now, it looks like they're going to be working. Calm down is going to be planted here. Go back to Aqua and see if he's able to at least push this into a 1v1. He saw one inside a window. I don't think Hook got eyes on him. Let's see how he plays this out, Chance.
But of course, both players right now for Denial playing relatively close to each other. Aqua gives away his position. You can see both players Denial working in tandem for the moment. Hugo gonna get taken down. That's gonna be Slasher going against. Comes out for the challenge. Gonna miss some shots with ASM1. Eventually, though, able to shut him down. I thought Aqua for a second had a moment.
For a second there, yeah. I thought he was possibly gonna be able to take that. He was really tagged up, so that would have been an absolutely incredible clutch there from Aqua. But as it stands, it is gonna be closed out by Slasher. That's what, 3 kill rounds? First you had Hoop. Then you had Temp, Now you had Slasher putting up 3, everyone getting it done for the side of Denial. And you casted their first series today, right? You said
bad.
They looked amazing.
It was abusive. Every single game mode, it was never remotely close. Even the uplink, they won by about 14 points. The S&D was the exact. Actually, I think the S&D might have been relatively close. In the last round, it did go to round 11. Classic pulled off an ace clutch and got the defuse with like 0.1 seconds left. So I take that back. It wasn't abusive across the board, and the respawns, they were phenomenal. The S&D was a little bit closer, but they seem to have figured their stuff out because Slasher able to get that first pull. The bomb's down. Parasite picks it up, but nonetheless, another tough situation for Epsilon to be in. And well, Slasher's going to be causing problems. He's going to be going for another 3-kill round of his own, and he is going to make that happen. So again, Denial just taking turns doing so.
I believe he's 6-1 right now, Chance. It's 4-0. You know, if you get crushed, this is I want to say it's a new team for Epsilon because they made a change, but when you have 3/4 of your second place finishing team, the World Chance, that TR team, and Parasite, the veteran, do you think this is a team that can battle back when they're down, or do you think the change for Royalty, like, you got to think anytime you're down, they're going to be thinking, why did we make a team change?
It's tough to say. If they start battling back, they're going to have to do it now because going into that uplink, they're going to have problems. If they go down in the series 2-0, there's no way they're going to be able to pull off that victory, especially now with that hard point. So kind of a must-win match right here. They got to win both the S&Ds and hope they can pull off the uplink as well. So they're going to have to get a round on the board at some point, but Denial has been playing with so much confidence, just basically running through mid-map whenever they want and making it work. But of course now, a little bit passively towards the A bomb side. Of course, last time Epsilon did send 4 through there, but they got picked off first thing. But now the slow play for Epsilon potentially going to pay off for them.
Yeah, I got to stay with Slasher for now, just because he's on a 6 streak. We'll see if he can keep that rolling. Under 60 to go on the clock. Looks like they're going to be working towards beat that bomb in not the safest position as he's flirting with mid-map. He's going to wisely rotate back towards the rest of his team. And now we'll see the attempted execute here. He's going to get tagged up immediately there. You saw the gun jump, not even able to really get a shot on, try to work with this. Bomb's going to be first man. It's going to be Classic. Let's see if he can get an angle, get something done here.
Looks like they're going to be trying to get a pick before they make moves to the bomb. Meanwhile, though, Remy on the flank has already worked his way in a garage. And, well, Denial is just going to be looking in too many directions. Now they have too much to worry about and only 24 seconds to make something happen. And, well, Aqua with a sniper rifle, he doesn't care if he's only 10 feet away from you. Going to get the pick. Temp going to be in a 1 versus 4, and Epsilon finally able to get on the board.
I don't know. I didn't like that just because Denial, you played your first round really aggressive. That's when, you know, basically Hook soared out, got in their face, they made big plays. They even were going to be aggressive the second time. It got slowed down a bit because the push from Epsilon, but Classic able to win that gunfight. I guess because of that push, they were a little nervous, slowed it down completely. When you're up 4-0 and you've been playing so aggressively on offense and defense, in my opinion, keep going at them.
Yeah.
That just a very slow round. I didn't like seeing that out of them.
And got to give props to Aqua at the end, too, because he was the only player left alive in school. He was able to get at least a hit marker, and that gave Epsilon time to rotate back. But if Denial had just kept flying through like they had in the past, they would have been able to single him out and at least get the trade to get the bomb down. But, of course, it's not the way it played out. Now, though, back on offense, of course, Remy with that bomb in hand, pushing through garage once again. But we saw earlier, Denial was able to push up through school, get control, and then that stopped Epsilon in their tracks. And when you're playing on defense, when the clock is running down, it's just, you know, time is ticking down, and every single second goes in your favor.
Well, they're in a similar position kind of now last round, just making this slow push towards B, but that first pick from Parasite is going to be a big one. He's on a 3 streak. He's 7-4 right now. Did he see Hook for a second there? I believe he did. Tries to get shots in. Going to have to back down here. Slasher going to answer back, and now just kind of free for all. He's going to get taken out from window. He's going to fall. Remy will have your bomb, though. He's able to answer back. It is going to be a 2v2. He's got Hook in the backside. He'll see those bullets coming in, knows this is going to be a precarious situation for him, but he's going to say, screw it. I'm planting the bomb. Now, can Nagafin cover him? No, but here comes the push. Tries to pop up, not able to get it. Nagafin going to be left by himself in a 1v2. He'll be cleaned up from mid-street, and that will push the game to 5-1 in favor of Denial.
Yeah, Nagafin is still hanging out on that donut camp, sitting at 0-5. And, of course, when Slasher and Hugh are left alive on the team, I expect them to be able to clutch that, especially when Epsilon is playing like they are in this S&D. Because, you know, we talked about maybe they pull out weird stuff, maybe the strats pay off. They're playing it normal, and Denial is taking full advantage of that. This is, again, completely abusive.
Well, we're going to go with the goose cam, just because this may be the end of the game here. It is 0-5 for Nagafin. You know, after the Season 3 playoff event he had, people talked about what a big impact player he was for this team. When he's playing well, they were doing amazingly. He was lights out in respawn, in S&D, playing out of his mind. how much does it hurt him to have a game like that? Oh, okay, well, there it is. Goose Cam gone. You're welcome, Nagafen.
I was about to say, maybe talking about it is going to pay off. They do have the man advantage, but no, when Nagafen is on, you're exactly right. I remember there were people, it was at one of the UMG events, I think it was DC, where they were complaining about his Xbox, saying that it's more powerful than the others. He is the host, he is Godbox, something like that, because he was destroying. So when Nagafen is on, it can get scary. Of course, that is not necessarily the case right now.
That's the best I've seen him play at Season 3. He was just
scary.
A man on a mission, but it is going to be a 1 versus 2. Classic trying to shoot here, so stunned up. Able, I thought he was going to give it the hip fire, might be able to dive back there and stay alive for the second engagement, but they're going to be able to get a second round on the board. We'll watch Nagafen here as he's going to close it out. Aqua just providing enough of a distraction here for him to come mid-street and clean it up with the bout.
And again, we kind of talked a lot about it a little bit. This is more or less a must-win match for them. The respawns have not gone well at all. Even the S&D right now is not looking good. So they're going to need to start getting some momentum in their favor. Epsilon is going to have to continue to fight. And if they could take this win, that would be absolutely huge. But they at least need to get a few more rounds on the board. Of course, now Parasite going to be that player watching the cross. But every single time, Denial has sent at least 2 players through. And again, Remy with that bomb gets to garage, and he just has to stop.
Yep, they're going to be held up. We'll see if Aqua is going to try and make a play in blue, but it looks like Remy may try to make a push towards B. They're just checking all their corners. You know, you've seen some aggressive play again out of Denial on this back wall side. And there come the nades, going to back them up for now. I just want to take a look at the angle these guys have inside the school here. See what they're looking at. It's going to be Classic that'll have the Heglich best position to get it done. Can he find one of those shots? And that's what, 2 or 3 times now we've seen him with the bow there where he should be able to get a kill and doesn't. Thankfully, hasn't really punished the team yet.
Yeah, without a doubt, having some problems finishing. Of course, gonna have a kill right there. Can't finish once again.
His shot is shaky, man. Like, not trying to point fingers, but like it has been very shaky. That's 4 times now I think we've seen him just missing shots, and now just unaware, doesn't see the player peek from door. He's going to fall. It's going to be all on Aqua though.
Slasher.
Able to turn it into a 1v1. Aqua going up against Temp. 25 seconds on the clock. If Aqua doesn't take this round, it is going to be 0-2 in this series going into a game 3. Now the bomb, it's down. And he's got to make a play. He thinks he's in school. Did he hear him right behind him? He's going to catch him. He should be good. Can he get behind him in there? He'll clean it up. We're going to push to a round number 9.
If you had told me that Aqua was in a 1 versus 2 going against Slasher and Temp, I would have said game over. Slasher has been on fire and Temp has been right behind him. But of course, he was able to pick up that kill on Slasher, and you can see Temp. It was just basically Aqua came down. He was more patient. They were both, 10 feet away from each other. Temp at some point just got agitated. He just took off. And despite the fact that the bomb was down, it was an easier clutch for Temp. But of course, Aqua played the man, able to come away with that one. So Epsilon not out of it yet.
And a wild just statistic here. Hook had 3 kills in the opening round.
Very true.
Blew it up. He is currently 4-6, so has not been very involved whatsoever. 1-6 since that.
But now Denial coming out with a little bit more aggression, something they, obviously weren't doing in the past. Of course, Aqua, we've seen him in this position before. He got a hit marker here earlier, and it looks like he's going to have another gunfight, able to spot 2 players. Epsilon's going to start rotating over from those trailers as well. You can also see a player on the flank. I'm pretty sure that's Remy. That's what he did last time in Garage. It looks like this time, though, he's going to get caught, going to miss the shots. Temp cleans them up. That's a huge pick, but of course, they still need to try and get this bomb down. Parasite going to be able to pick up that nade kill. Aqua with the snipe on Q, going to shut him down as well. Advantage for this one, going to be Epsilon.
And this one starting to look like a chance to go to 11, but no, he is going to be able to take out Aqua. That is Slasher. We've been talking about how solid he's been, able to rock that bow. Nice shots there, able to clean him up. Aqua, though, at least gets 1 kill. The bomb is down inside, and who's going to be taking over position? Parasite, one flanking back through Alley. He's going to lose that to Nagafen. All of a sudden, Slasher by himself in a 1 versus 2. They weren't able to close out the 2v1. Let's see if he can answer back, though, and get a 1v2 of his own. There's one. Same position almost with timing here as he's going to be in the 1v1. 15 seconds on the clock. Question is, how is Parasite going to play this out?
Only 8 seconds left. Slasher's going to have to get the pick. He wasted too much time. He does have the bomb in hand. It looks like he was able to spot Parasite as well. Parasite just going to turn and run and escape in a garage. Slasher, time wasn't on his side, but he didn't do anything aggressive with it. Not able to pull off that 1v2 clutch. And Epsilon, they were down, I think it was 5 rounds to 1. Now it's looking good to potentially be around 11.
Unbelievable. And they are going to have to, this is going to be the tough one. This is the offense. But let's take a look at the kills to get a rough idea of the points here of who may be. It should be, if I'm guessing, yeah, it should be a defense for Denial in round 11, I would think, as long as it's not incredibly lopsided here in round 10. But eyes on with Aqua right now. We've seen him get a first blood in this position earlier in the game, but you do see the push coming into B as well. Going to get eyes on with Remy. They've got a little bait and switch action going here, not able to effectively pull that off and get the player playing in the back. Let's highlight that. It's going to be classic. And this is big because he's in a position where he needs to hit shots, and he hasn't been throughout this game.
Yeah, without a doubt. And that was kind of a weird play. Slasher's able to pick up 2 coming through mid-map, and that's going to be huge. It looks like Parasite's going to get dropped as well. Nagafen was able to get 1, but the round's going to end. But that was a very peculiar play out of Epsilon. Parasite was watching that cross stall. No one came in. 2 players for Epsilon pushed into school, had control of it, and then they just backed off. They just backed off and gave it up, and they were wasting time when they knew that they had complete control. Of course, Parasite with the bomb was over towards the spawn, but still, sprint over there, get it down, try and make something happen. Instead, they wasted too much time once again, gave Slasher too much to work with, and he was on fire more or less the entire game. He finished off 13-5, caused some mistakes. They made it interesting, but Denial able to come out on top.
Yeah, and I gave Classic some flack, a little shots a bit suspect at times, but hey, he got the final kill. He closed it out when it mattered. Didn't allow that to go to round 11. So Denial will take a 2-0 lead in the series, looking strong thus far. Both games, though, relatively close. I mean, they haven't exactly stomped them. They've been in striking distance going into the final hard point in game 1. They brought this one back despite getting stomped early. We'll see what they can do in game 3. But quick commercial break. We'll see right afterwards if the Epsilon's able to pull it back.